Hi friends, welcome everyone to Precision Price Action Pro Trader series. The topic for today is the story of trends. Friends, what do you mean by a trend? What is a trend? A trend is something that gives direction to the price move. It can be an uptrend, it can be a downtrend, it can be a sideways trend. Let us try to understand the anatomy of a trend. So let's start with the most basic and the most important thing, an uptrend. You know why uptrend is more important than a downtrend? Do you know why? Uptrend is always optimistic, not just because price is going up, it is because a trader and an investor, both of them can make money in an uptrend market. But in a downtrend market, only a trader will make money, an investor will never make money. In a downtrend, a trader will short the market, will somehow book a profit, but in a uptrend, both will make money. Or rather, both can make money. Come, let us understand the journey. Price is going up. Excuse me. Price is going up. Now, simple question. Why price went up? A trader should never worry about why price went up. The trader should know that price has gone up. That's all. You should not go and research about the reason. That is stupidity. That is not something you need to do. The price went up because there are more buyers. That's it. Simple. Period. Price went up. There are more buyers than sellers. Why price went down now? Because there are more sellers than buyers. And what is this point? What is this point? That is a point where the last buyer was destroyed and the sellers dominated and took the price down. I repeat, that is the last point where all the buyers, the last leg of the buyer was destroyed and the sellers dominated the moment and took the price down, where the point at which buyers were killed. Now, that's a high? Yeah, it's a point. What do you call that? We call it as a minor SR. It is a point of resistance. Now, price came down, bit of cooling, and again at some point of time buyers kicked in. When buyers kicked in, price zooms ahead. And that journey will also have a ending point, and at one point of time the price comes down and at the bottom it formed a low. This is a high, this is a low. This is a resistance, this is a support. And when the price goes up, it formed a higher high. Ideally, what has happened is this high is broken here to form a higher high. Alright, and then price again breaks that high. The price breaks that high, breaks this higher high to form a higher high, which means this is broken to create this. Not only that, see here, the low is not broken, it is still there. There is a higher low which is higher side compared to the low, correct? So each high is broken but the lows are not broken. That's the whole point. Observe that. A series of higher highs and higher lows will take the price upwards. It doesn't go one shot. It always go in the form of a mountain. It always go in the form of a mountain. And this would be the journey. By forming series of high, low, higher lows, higher lows and so on. However, any journey has a logical end. That is a rule of nature. At one point of time, it has to break that moment. and form a lower low. Now, series of higher highs, higher lows, and finally at one point of time it formed a higher high, but that higher high was not broken to form another high. Instead, it broke the low. Whenever this scenario happens, the whole uptrend is declared to be slowed down. Whenever a lower low is formed, you cannot say it is a downtrend. That is nonsense. Not only that, you can draw this trend line. That trend line is broken now. So, an uptrend has ended. Is it a downtrend? No, it is a prospective downtrend. When will I tell it the downtrend has happened? Only when I am able to draw a trend line on that. Now from lower low, okay, there can be a possibility. So let's say price went like this, and can I draw this trend line like this? That is when I can tell a downtrend has started. Just because an uptrend is broken, here, okay, that doesn't mean a downtrend has started. A downtrend requires confirmation. Alright, let's see how a downtrend works. Now, price is going up. Why? Because there are more buyers. Simple. Coming down. Why? There are more sellers. That's it. Don't go and research why it's going up, why it's going. You don't have to do that. A fundamental analyst, let him go and study why the broader markets are changing, why the price on a higher time frame is going up or down. That is fair. But a trader should not look for this. For trader, it's only relevant to focus on price, volume, time, open interest. And anybody focusing on any of other than these four things is wasting his time. I only focus on four: price, time, volume, open interest. Now see this. This is a high. This is a low. Now that low is broken to form a lower high. To form a lower low. I'm sorry. Okay. Now in the previous scenario, all highs were broken. The lows were not broken. Here all lows will be broken. The highs will not be broken. Look at this. There will be a series of lower lows and higher lower highs. You can always draw this trend line happily. See, you can draw this trend line. You can draw this trend line. You can always draw. You can draw this trend line also. That is why it becomes, everything is a trend line. So it is on a downward trend. And how long this downward journey continue? Until a lower high is broken to form a higher high. Whenever after a series of lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, at one point of time, if a lower high is broken to form a higher high, then we officially declare the downtrend is broken. Why it's broken? For the very simple reason, this trend line is broken. See, the trend line is gone. It is removed. So at this point of time, can you say an uptrend has started? No. You can say it can be a prospective uptrend. For that, I generally want a confirmation like this. At that point of time, I can draw a trend line and say, boss, price wants to go up. Make sense? This is in a nutshell. Now let's move on to the next story, the sideways movement. The fight between the bulls and bears. Price is going up, great. Coming down, bulls were in control, bears were in control. High is formed, a minor SR. A low is formed, alright, another minor SR. Now high is broken to form higher high, low is broken to form lower low. Can you draw a trend line here? You can never draw a trend line. See if you can draw a trend line. Give a try. I can draw a trend line now. You know where the trend line is? This is the official trend line that I can write. Apart from this, I don't think you can draw a single trend line so far in this story. If you can draw a trend line, that is a wrong trend line. You are not doing a right process. For any one of you who wants to understand how to draw trend lines, go and refer my earlier videos. There's a exclusive session on how to draw a trend line mathematically. I repeat, how to draw a trend line mathematically. I've explained with clear rules. Even a fool should understand. Okay, now price keeps making series of lower highs. It keeps breaking highs, it keeps breaking lows. There is no clarity. There's absolutely no clarity. Now use your common sense and tell me how many trend lines can be drawn. How many trend lines can be drawn here? 1, 2, 3. Think about it. Apply your thought process. Think like a trader. This is one trend line which is already been broken. That is okay. This is one trend line which is not yet broken. There are two trend lines, one downtrend line which is destroyed, one uptrend line which is still open, which is still valid. Apart from these two, I don't think you can draw any more trend line. If anybody draws a trend line, you get 10,000 rupees gift. Let me reconfirm once before I even give that offer. Yeah, valid. Anybody who can draw another trend line over and above this, you will get a gift. Only one gift. Okay. Now let us do one thing. Let us get into the application. Yeah. So this is your Nifty Garu. Alright. Now let's do one thing. Watch out what Nifty is doing. See this? What is this? The price formed series of lower highs and lower lows. Lower highs and lower lows. What is this trend? It's a downtrend. When is that downtrend broken? This downtrend, I can draw a trend line. See, this was one, this is one, right? I can happily draw a trend line like this. See, here it is broken. Now let me draw one more thing for you. What is this? The price is forming series of higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and lows. This high is broken, this high is broken, but these higher lows are not broken. Clear? Apply this. See this? Can I draw this trend line? Is it valid? Watch carefully. Watch carefully. Okay. Can I draw this trend line? Like this? You cannot draw. Why? Because until this high is broken, you cannot draw a trend line, which is wrong. These are basic common sense to draw a typical trend line, to draw some basic structures in price action. Okay, that's how price officially moves. Price always moves in a zigzag manner only, or like this. Price never goes like this, price never comes like this. Only in Twitter and Telegram price moves like this. Alright, superb. Alright, with this we come to the end of this session on the science of drawing trends. Okay, and how to discover the kind of trend and how to conclude when a trend would end. There is a saying in English, A trend is a friend until it ends. You should know when the trend starts, you should know when the trend ends. Alright, so with this we successfully come to the end of the session. I look forward to contact you guys again in another interesting video. Until then, signing off, Ashok Devanampriya from Traders Gurukul. Thank you.